Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the first official DVD Blu-ray horror update of the Halloween season. Yeah, I got a whole stack of classic horror stuff to kick things off. Seemed appropriate to start with that as our first horror-related movie update here, because we're going to be covering a lot of the classic movies over the course of the next month. So let's check out what I got today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Now, as some of you may recall, back when I did my recent overview of my entire DVD and Blu-ray collection, specifically the horror section, I said something at one particular point that some of you pointed out to me. Let's take a look at the clip. And then these two we do not have on Blu-ray yet. We're waiting to get them. And it looks like they might not actually be happening, which is kind of sucks. So you have The Invisible Man, and then Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, I should mention, we did get The Invisible Man, the original, on its own on Blu-ray, and we also got Creature from the Black Lagoon on its own on Blu-ray, which I don't have yet. Yeah, we're just never going to get those, ever. Now, here's the thing about that, okay? And some of you may not realize this. Very often, I will film videos far in advance of when you see them. YouTube has a nice little system that allows you to pre-schedule videos to go live on a specific date at a specific time. So often what I'll do, especially with a big series like the overview videos, is I'll film a whole bunch of them at once, and then I'll upload them and pre-schedule them to go live later. So when I originally filmed the overview covering the Universal Monsters Legacy collections, these had not been announced yet. It was literally about 2 weeks after that video went live that these were announced. What can you do? It's the dangers of doing things in advance. Sometimes things get announced that you couldn't have possibly predicted, and you're made to look like a silly person. So anyway, as you may have guessed, I got the Invisible Man Blu-ray set, which contains all of the Invisible Man movies. We got the Invisible Man Returns, Invisible Woman, Invisible Age, and Invisible Man's Revenge, and Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. So there you go. So that finally completes that Legacy collection. And then we have the Creature from the Black Lagoon, which contains the original as well as the two sequels, Revenge of the Creature and The Creature Walks Among Us. It gives us the Revenge of the Creature in 3D for the first time. The first two films were originally shown in 3D in theaters. The third one was going to be done in 3D just to kind of keep it consistent with the trilogy, but they decided not to, I guess for budgetary reasons. Now, I should mention, at the time of this recording, there is a problem with the second disc on here, specifically the one that has Revenge of the Creature and The Creature Walks Among Us. Universal Pictures, in their infinite wisdom, decided to cut costs by only having one disc for those three different movies, and as such, presented all three of those movies in 720p instead of 1080p. Yeah. People immediately noticed and immediately complained, so Universal is offering a disc replacement program. For those of you who may have been stuck with the erroneous disc, I will include the email address for said disc replacement program in the description. So just get a hold of your proof of purchase, email them if you need to have that disc replaced. So what form that's going to take at this point in time, I don't know. But I'm assuming that they're going to either remaster to 2 discs or send you a whole new set, or just somehow cram the 1080p versions onto the one disc again. I don't know. Anyway, email them and they will get back to you. So that's what I'm going to do. At the moment, I still just have the erroneous disc, but I will get that fixed as well. Okay, so carrying on. This is a collection that a lot of you have been saying, hey, Sean, how come you don't have any of those? And the simple answer to that is, well, I don't know. The simple fact of the matter is, here in North America, it is an absolute pain in the ass to collect the movies from this particular studio. So what am I talking about? Well, I picked up this, the Hammer Horror 8 Film Collections. This contains 8 of the classic horror films from Hammer. We have got Brides of Dracula, The Curse of the Werewolf, Night Creatures, The Phantom of the Opera, Paranoiac, The Kiss of the Vampire, Nightmare, and The Evil of Frankenstein. So there we go. So we have 8. Now, here's the problem with collecting Hammer films in North America. In North America, all of the Hammer films are spread across, are licensed out to various studios. So some of them are put out by Universal. This is a Universal set here, so it actually kind of goes with these. Some of them are owned by Warner. Some of them are public domain. Some of them are put out by Mill Creek. Some of them are put out by Paramount. You begin to see the issue? Yeah. In the UK, it's quite different. They actually have had box sets of them out there that just kind of collect the series properly. But here, they're basically scattered across all these different releases from all these different companies. Some of them are only available on DVD. Some of them are out of print. Yeah, it's just a big mess. So that's why I haven't really collected them, is because it's just such a huge pain in the ass. I thought, let's focus on the Universal ones, because at least they're nice and organized, and then we'll focus on the Hammer ones. So my thinking is finish up the Universal monsters this year, and then kind of continue on next year with the Hammer stuff. I'm hoping that by this time next year, I will have most, if not all, of the Hammer ones in some form. There's a few, I think, that don't have any releases over here, so I'm going to look into options for those. But, yeah, so don't worry. I haven't forgotten Hammer. I'm not neglecting Hammer. It's just a huge pain in the ass to collect out here in Region A and Region 1 land. All right, so speaking of companies that make it really easy to collect vast amounts of horror on the cheap, good old Mill Creek. You know I love Mill Creek. I've always loved Mill Creek, and especially these 50 movie collections. Yeah, so here we have the Chilling Classics collection, which has 50 movies. I'm not going to read them all off to you, but 50 movies, quite a stack of them. This is one of their sets from back when you get a nice booklet with an index of what's on all the discs, and this is where back from when they would put them all in paper sleeves. So very cool. So all of these 50 movie packs are long out of print. They like these versions of them anyway. They do have new versions of the 50 movie packs that I think use the cardboard sleeves, like their TV show sets. Hate those. So I've actually been tracking down some of these to fill out the collection. Now, as wonderful as the 50 movie sets go, Mill Creek also did this. Just 200 movie set in this really cool shadow box. So yeah, look at that, 200 movies. Over 260 hours, indicating that most of these movies are only about an hour long. Yeah, that's the thing with shorter movies. Now, here's the thing. Some of you may be wondering, well, that 200 movie set is cool and all, but how much duplication is there from the 50 movie sets? And the answer is quite a bit. But there's still a few movies in some of the other 50 movie sets that are not duplicated here. So basically, rather than go into it now in the update, this is just to say, hey, look what I got. Cool, huh? I'm actually going to do a closer look at this and give you an in-depth look at not only what's on this set, but which 50 movie sets are duplicated in this set and which ones are not. So we're going to do like a definitive breakdown of everything that's in this set, everything that's duplicated, everything that isn't, and that should clear up any confusion. So you'll know, if you get this, are there still any 50 movie sets you'd need if you want to have everything? There's no hard and fast answer to that. The simple answer is yes. there's a bit of both. So anyway, again, we have a huge stack of paper sleeves, actually in shrink wrap. I haven't unwrapped it yet, and a big book indexing everything that's in the set. Very, very nice. So yeah, so we'll take a nice in-depth look at this at some point, and What is in here? Is this silica gel? Oh, yummy. I love eating this stuff. Yeah. Can we see that? There we go. Yeah. It's delicious and nutritious. Everything a growing boy needs. So, can I even fit this on here? There. That's perfect. Yeah, that's, whoops. Hold on. Let's put that there, and that there, and that there, kind of, maybe. Hang on. Maybe if we move this over here, and put that there, sort of. Angle it a bit so it doesn't fall off. There we go. Excellent. Fantastic. Alrighty, so yeah, quite a lot of classic horror there. I as you know, I love these massive collections. I know the prints are usually garbage and very grindhousey, but to me, that's all part of the charm. Plus, the simple fact of the matter is, in a lot of these 50 movie and 100 movie and 200 movie sets, there are movies that you will not see releases of anywhere else. So if you love cult films like I do, it is a great set to get. And by the way, these shadow boxes, Mill Creek did a few of them. Specifically, they did 3. This one here was sent to me a while back as a gift from Quack and Ryan Chataway. Yeah, and this is 200 drive-in movie classics. This has kind of a mix of cult and exploitation stuff. There is some horror in here as well, some of which is, and I don't think any of it actually is duplicated here, but we'll maybe take a look there as well. But the third shadow box that they did was of Westerns. So that one, for whatever reason, goes for stupid money now. So I probably won't be getting that one. But my main thing was to get the cult stuff anyway. So we got the drive-in cult cinema and the Tales of Terror. That's 400 movies, man. That's a lot of movies. So it's going to be awesome going through all of them. Alrighty, so look forward to the closer look, giving you the full breakdown of this and what's in there that isn't in here and vice versa. And I'll cover all the other horror sets as well that you may have seen kicking around before. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. So kind of a big DVD Blu-ray update to kick things off. Hope you enjoyed. So I'll see you next time in whatever form that takes. Until then, thanks for watching. Big thanks to my Patreon sponsors, and sayonara.